Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the KMAC, the Kingston Multipurpose Athletics Center, I believe is how that is said. As we are here in Kingston, Oklahoma for the regional tournament for the Class 3A Area 3, and the LINDSAY Leopardettes set to take on the Lady Wampus Cats from Atoka. My name is Greg Peary. Glad that you have joined us for this broadcast of LINDSAY Leopardette basketball alongside Glenn Shoemake. And Glenn, this is one of those games that you don't ever look past any team, regardless of what their records are. And you got an Atoka team that's 3-18 coming into this game, but they've got some shooters, they've got some height, they've got what it takes to win games. The question is, can they put it together against a Leopardette team that hopefully has got some pretty good mojo going their way?
Yeah, they're playing really well right now. Atoka's had a tough year. We were talking before we came on the air. They only had 6 girls warming up, and now they've got 6 girls out there going through warm-ups again. So they've got a string of girls on crutches and in street clothes on their bench. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 girls listed on the roster is all we had listed on the roster. So 4 of them are out. And it looks like the key players, though, are suited out. Their best players. So
well, and I think the one key is missing for them is number 24 is 22, Kylie Ritchie, is their starting girl inside, and she's a pretty good presence inside. And I think that was the girl they were talking about was not going to be starting tonight on the inside. And they usually bring in 44 Allison Williams in her replacement. And of course, we don't have numbers on their jerseys. I'm not really sure. I
saw Williams out there warming up.
So that is probably going to be your starting girl inside. Yes, she just shot the shot there. So that's, again, I think what the Leopardettes really have to worry about is actually number 0, Hannah Vanderberg. She's a 5'6" senior, but she just inside of half court. I'll put it that way. She's not a Steph Curry that can hit it from half court, but if she's anywhere within 5 feet of the three-point line, she can drain them, and pretty accurately has hit multiple threes in the last 5 or 6 games they played. She had 4 threes against Silo. She had 4 against Tish, had a couple against Valiant. So she can drop the threes. She'll average about 4 rebounds and 4 assists a game too. So I really think Vanderberg is probably the one you really have to worry about. Number 13 is Shasta Whitmore. She can also hit threes. And Birchfield and Washington both can too. Birchfield's got a very strange-looking shot. If she gets out there, we get to watch her play tonight. She's got kind of a strange shot.
Kind of pushes it.
Pushes it with that left hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's again, I think the Leopardettes will have an advantage from athleticism and speed. We've talked to Coach Cater before the game. He's starting with a little smaller lineup. He's going to make sure he's going man to start the game and try to keep them off the three-point line. That seems to be his game plan here tonight. So tonight he's going to start Malakote out there in place of McGowan, so we can get a little more speed and try to run them off that three-point line here early.
Yeah, and Eris Day is also going to be starting out there, a really quality defender, particularly on the outside, preventing three-point shots and penetration. So those are 2 adjustments that Coach Cater, going small here with Emily Stone out there with their big girl out. Emily ought to have a big game, but the keys, 2 keys when you get in the playoffs. The biggest thing is know who their best player is, and 2, take care of yourself. Be you. Don't try and do stuff you haven't done all year, and you almost say worry about yourself more than you do the other team, because when you start thinking about other things, you lose focus on what you're doing. And so those have been my experience in playoff games, is teams lose focus worrying about the other team when this is a game that if we'll go out there and take care of business, cover who we're supposed to cover, and do what we're supposed to do and what we can do on offense, we ought to be moving on to the second round tomorrow.
Absolutely. That's the plan anyway. And I actually asked for a quote from Eleni Allison. I said, hey, I need a quote to put on the radio. And she said, hey, the quote is win and survive and move on.
Yeah.
Survive and move on. And that's exactly what it is. But if you talk to and I haven't visited with the girls, but I've talked to all three of these coaches. You talk to these coaches, and Cater especially, they're going to the area tournament. He fully believes that they've got what they need to make it through regionals in this consolation bracket and find themselves an area coming up at Ada next week. So they're confident. If they've instilled that in the girls, I think the girls have definitely got the ability to do that. Again, you just got to play your game, do what you do, run what you run, do what you've done all season long, and I think it'll work out well. So, we'll have 2 games on tap, but there'll be a long break in between. We'll do this game. The 3 o'clock boys game coming up after this one will be Valiant, and I've already lost where I wrote all that down. Is Valiant boys will play, or Kingston boys, excuse me, are going to play Atoka boys. That'll be the 3 o'clock game here this afternoon. But then the Lindsay boys will play Valiant tonight at 7:30. The winner of that game will make it to the regional finals coming up on Saturday night, and the loser will be right back here at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to face the loser from the Marlowe and Tisch boys game that'll be going on tonight there in Marlowe. Marlowe girls and Dixon girls play at 6 o'clock tonight, and the winner of this game will face the loser of that game here in the second round tomorrow night here. But, there's a lot of games going on, a lot of area games, and we'll talk about more about that as we go throughout the broadcast this afternoon and again tonight as some of the games that are going on. But, hey, it's postseason. I like it. I love getting a chance to move on, and, hey, one step closer to the state tournament, right?
Absolutely.
So before we go any further in our broadcast, we need to say thank you to all of our sponsors who have been with us all season long to bring you Leopardettes and Leopard basketball here on KBLP. And, of course, that includes Abiding Home Health Care, American Exchange Bank, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, the First Baptist Church of Lindsay, First National Bank in Lindsay, Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA, Hassler Hollowell Service, Hot Mess Coffee Company, and Java House Realty, Jerry Tucker Roustabouts, Legacy Roofing and Construction, Lindsay Church of Christ, the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Meat Locker Barbecue, Pass Coalition, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, S&H Tank Service, Sharon's Beauty Shop, Shopper News Note, Sooner Valve Repair, South Central Medical Center, Streamline Oil and Gas, United Methodist Church, Winans Funeral Home, and happy birthday, Paige Sutherland, TaylorMade Creations, but Paige Sutherland having a birthday today. So, Paige, I know you're listening in. Paige is a vital member of this team, and we say thank you for all that she does. But happy birthday, Paige. Make Rex do something nice for you tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cook dinner or take you out to dinner.
Take her out. I have a feeling Rex and cooking probably don't get along real well, but happy birthday, Paige.
I bet Rex could smoke or grill something really good.
I bet, you may be right. You might keep him out of the kitchen and on the grill. That might work pretty good.
Yeah.
But, happy birthday to Paige. But anyway, we're going to send it back over to JD, the engineer Scruggs, who's running our live stream. Kevin Scruggs over on our laptop, and of course, back. Do we have Brianna back at the studio? Is Jason doing that? Oh. Okay, hopefully Jason can keep things together back at the studio. Jason Wallenberg.
Go, Jason.
Running our FM 105 broadcast. So big thank you to him hanging around doing that today, too.
Yeah.
All of that to say we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with your starting lineups and the tip-off between the Lindsay Leopardettes and the Atoka Lady Wampus Cats right after this time out on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
PASS is a nonprofit organization who is devoted to making a difference in the substance use and abuse in Garvin County. The vision of PASS is to reduce the prevalence of drugs in our community through collaborative planning, community action, and policy engagement. We are a local coalition of individuals and organizations working together in our community to prevent substance abuse and provide support to families struggling with drug addiction. PASS is primarily run by volunteers, and we need your help so that PASS can continue to grow and serve our community. There are many opportunities to serve, so if you are not already a member of PASS and would like to join, then let us know you wish to be a volunteer. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful cause.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Hey, LINDSAY community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the LINDSAY Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The LINDSAY Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the LINDSAY Church of Christ.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Kingston as we'll get set for this matchup between the Atoka Lady Wampus Cats and the Lindsay Leopardettes. Let's get to your starting lineups for Atoka. 0 is Hannah Vandenberg. She's a 5'6" senior. Number 10 is Kaylee Washington, a 5'5" freshman. Number 12 is Kagan Ladd. She is also a 5'5" freshman. Number 13, Shasta Whitmore. Whitmore is a 5'5" sophomore. And 24 is Shay Birchfield. Birchfield is a 5'6" senior. The head coach for the Lady Cats is Shelly Childrey. They come in 3-18 on the season. For the Lindsay Leopardettes, who come in 9-15 into tonight's, or I should say this afternoon's matchup. And they'll start this way. At guard will be number 1, Cameron Perry. Perry is a 5'5" senior. At guard, number 4, Braley Malacote, a 5'6" senior. At forward will be a 5'10" senior, number 20, Emily Stone. At guard, number 22, Cannon Russell, the 5'5" sophomore. And also at guard, 5'4" junior, number 24, Aris De Valenciano. Head coach for the Leopardettes, Brian Cater. He is assisted by Eleni Allison and Johnny Dodd. Greg Fury, Glenn Shoemake, J.D. Scruggs, Kevin Scruggs here in Kingston. Jason Wallenberg back at the studios. Glad you're with us here for this consolation matchup here in the regional tournament. Class 3A Area 3.
Yeah, Williams not starting their other big girl. They are really small. Talking about Atoka's Wampus Cats. So, Emily's got about, what do you think, 6, 8
Probably
inches?
6 inches at least, yeah.
On the girl that she's jumping center with. So look for them to go inside a lot. Should be easy pickings in there for Emily.
Pass in the backcourt taken by Russell after it slipped through a couple of hands, but Leopardettes will get first chance here as Russell brings it across. That's 2-3 zone from the Lady Cats. Malakote gets it, works to the left wing, double team down to Stone in the corner. Now they'll switch and bring Perry out to the corner, look inside. Got to do a job of covering her up, but then at the left elbow, jumper from Russell won't drop. Rebound comes down to Kaylee Washington. And Washington carries the basketball and turns it over.
That is the epitome. If you were going to take a picture and video of carrying the basketball, that was it.
Okay. So everybody pay attention. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Russell to Perry. Back over to Russell. Back to Perry. Wide open three up top. Too strong off the back iron. And rebound tapped right into the hands of Malakote. Leopardettes get another chance. And Russell's three barely graces the front iron, but there's Valenciano with an offensive board. Perry on the handle. Russell sends it to the right corner to Malakote. And they're doing a good job of double teaming Russell or Stone underneath. Perry's left right elbow jumper won't go. Blocked shot from Stone, but Perry gets it back up top. Valenciano tries the three. That doesn't drop. Another offensive board. Finally, the Leopardettes get one to go in.
They're killing their shooting percentage, but they're really enhancing their rebounding stats.
There's Vanderburg driving the lane. Left-hand runner up and good for Vanderburg. Lady Cats tied at 2, 6.5 to go here in the first. Perry to Valenciano. Back up to Perry. Back over to Malakote. Again, this 2-3 zone doing a good job of keeping Emily covered up underneath. They're not able to get it into her. But the Leopardettes shooting outside hasn't been good enough yet to break it free either. Malakote attacks, gets it to Russell in the corner. Now she'll bring it back out as Cater barks out a change in offense here maybe. Malakote thought about it, pulls it down, gets reached in, and I think they're going to call a foul on Vanderburg here. That'll be the first foul of the ball game.
Yep, reached in to get the ball and grabbed the arm instead.
So Malakote on the far sideline brings it in. Russell looks to attack this zone, gets it up to Perry. Perry goes down, gets it out to Russell. Her right side three on the way, across the front of the rim, no good. And Shasta Whitmore lets it just go out of bounds. It'll be Lady Cat basketball. Tie game at 2 as Washington brings it up the floor. The first time we'll actually maybe get an offense here. And there's a block shot from Stone. It ends up in the hands of Russell. So Cannon will bring it up for the Leopardettes. Over to Perry. Thought about that three again. They're not dropping. Everybody's a little afraid to shoot. Valenciano says, I'll try it again. No. Malakote tips the rebound, and then it gets tipped right back out to Perry. Russell back to Perry. Perry takes it, still can't get one to drop. Rebound knocked loose on the floor. Stone will tie up Washington for it, but it'll be possession error with the Lady Cats.
Yeah, 0 for 6 so far from three-point range. Not dialed in quite yet, but they're getting lots of really good looks out there. So hopefully they'll get some to fall pretty soon.
Russell picks up Vanderburg. Vanderburg gets by her, takes it down. Left-hand layup is good. Hannah Vanderburg making offense, coming down the left side of the lane. It's her second time. She's got all 4 of their points. Russell right side, back to Perry. Left corner, Malakote all alone. No, still can't get one to drop. And Valenciano and Ladd fight for it. They're going to say that was off of Kagan Ladd. It'll be Leopardette basketball. Perry on the baseline to inbounds. Still looking, lobs it out to Malakote, who comes right back to Perry. Right corner three from Cameron, and still can't get one to drop. Stone fighting for a rebound, but it'll go out of bounds. 4-2 Atoka. 4:35 left here in the first. Vanderburg on the handle, Russell on the defense. Goes left, comes back right, sends it out to Washington, reverses her and throws it away. Great anticipation there from Russell on a 2-on-1 break, gets it to Perry, and Perry lays it up and in. Transition basket for the Leopardettes. Vanderberg will bring it back up for the Lady Cats. Works right. Birchfield out. Sends it back up top. Whitmore stops, fires a three. It's blocked by Malakote.
Yeah, that was a good block.
Stone with the loose ball gives it up for Russell. She'll bring it across the timeline. Perry to Valenciano left corner. Lob inside. Now got it to Stone. Finally, the right-hander up and good. Emily puts the Leopardettes back up by 2. Washington on the handle. Looks to penetrate. Gets the screen from Whitmore. Step back 3 on the waist. Gets out no good. Long rebound tracked down by Valenciano. Leopardettes up by 2 with the basketball. 3:20 left here in the first quarter. Perry. Valenciano. Air ball for the 3, but Stone right there to clean it up. That put back won't go. Got her own miss and put it back up in the end.
Good hustle right there by Emily Stone. Johnny on the spot right there and put it back in.
Vanderberg on the dribble, top of the key. Again goes left side of the lane. Got past Russell. This time it won't drop, but Cannon's going to pick up the foul. And Hannah Vanderberg has been able to get down the lane every time she's come down the floor.
Yeah, she's going left, and she's went left 3 straight times. I think Cannon probably needs to take a little lesson there.
Vanderberg at the line to shoot 2, nails the first one. She's got all 5 of the Lady Cat points. They make it all 6 as she's pulled Atoka back within 2. 8-6, Leopardettes by 2, just under 3 left to go here in the first quarter. Russell over to Perry. They play catch across the top of this zone. Get it into Malakote right side. Now at the top of the key, Perry. Now out to Valenciano. Back over to Russell. High post this time for Stone. They double team her. She'll send it back out to Russell. This time to skip pass to Perry in the corner. She'll penetrate. Russell back to Valenciano. Back to Perry. Had her there, and then the flash into the lane from Russell, but can't get the 12-footer to drop. And then we're going to an over-the-back call on Emily Stone for her first and the team's second foul. In the game for the Leopardettes, number 5, Maddie McGowan, the 5'10" sophomore. Stone will take a break.
Yeah, Cameron Bearden checks in also.
I missed Cameron coming in. You're right. Yeah, that time, Cannon did a great job of keeping Vanderberg out of the lane. The blocked shot, and nobody went and grabbed the ball, and Birchfield got her miss and put it up and in. And timeout called by Coach Cater. The game tied at 8. 2:01 left to go here in the first. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Kingston after this. Leopardette basketball is brought to you by KBLPlive.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
.201 left to go here in the first quarter. It's tied at 8 as Lady Cats giving the Leopardettes some fits on the offensive end. And Leopardettes can't buy a basket, seems. See if something changes here. Malakote right corner to the elbow, and Malakote throws it away, but then she tips it right back, so one turnover deserves another. 4 teams of turnovers apiece now for these 2 teams. Bearden sends it to Perry left corner. Back to Russell at the left elbow. Still can't get one to drop. And they're going to say McGowan, the last to touch that one, headed out of bounds. That'll be the 5th turnover now on the Leopardettes. But
yeah, talking about can't make anything, we are 4 for 19 from the floor. So need to pick up that shooting percentage, although our offensive rebound numbers are way high.
yeah, we're way ahead on the glass numbers right now.
Yeah.
Vandenberg goes right, goes back left. Russell stays right with her. She'll come back up to Washington between the rings. Washington looks to penetrate. Berry shuts her down. Bearden picks her up on the switch. Out to Birchfield between the rings. Perry on defense with her. Whitmore lost it but got it back. Looking inside at Washington. Malakote does a good job of keeping her covered up. Vanderberg gets it back. Works around a screen from Washington. Left, back, or goes right, back, left, and then that high scoop shot. She's got that one down.
That almost hit the top of the backboard. She threw that thing so high off the backboard.
Atoka back up by 2, 10-8 with 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Malakote to Perry. See if the three will drop. Nope, this time it's short. And Washington up over the back, comes up with the rebound. And Whitmore was wide open at the other end. They missed her. Washington on the dribble. And we're going to have an offensive foul called on Whitmore. They'll say she didn't get there in time, leaned into Malakote. Whitmore picks up her first, team's second.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean played game so far except for the turnovers.
Malakote checks out. Number 44, Lily Dodson, a sophomore, checks in for the Leopardettes for this final 25 seconds here. As Russell pushes it up. Dodson out on that right wing, brings it to the top of the key, comes to Perry left side. Sends it back over to Russell. Catch fire three, right wing. Yeah. Finally get one to drop. Russell for three. Puts the Leopardettes up by 1. 5 seconds left. Washington on the handle. Gets around McGowan and lays it up and in. And a 12-11 lead for the Atoka Lady Wampus Cats as we get to the end of the first quarter. We'll send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout, come back with the second quarter. After this, Leopardette basketball is right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Leopardettes will have the ball to start this second quarter, but they're down by 1, and Glenn, Leopardettes just cannot get anything to drop from the offensive end.
Yeah, really struggling for three-point range. 4 for 10 from two-point range, but gotta get those threes to fall.
Dodson stays in the game, gets it right back to Russell on that right wing. Looks to penetrate, comes up top to Perry. Perry back over to Dodson right wing. Works around the screen from Perry, comes right back to her on the wing. Bearden in the right corner. Skip pass all the way to Russell left side. She'll drive down, put up a tough floater that won't drop. Loose rebound ends up with Ladd.
Yeah, it looks like Atoka's kind of morphed into a 3-2 zone now instead of a 2-3.
Vandenberg can't get away from Russell. Gets it out to Whitmore. She'll drive down, dumps it over on the left side to Ladd. Ladd might have got away with the travel there, but that's all right. Bearden comes away with the steal anyway. Over to Russell in transition. Can't get it to drop. Ladd, and they're going to get a foul on Bearden, as Cameron will pick up her first and the team's third. 12-11 Atoka by 1. Almost a minute gone here in the second quarter. Vandenberg will bring it up. And again, Russell doing a good job of pushing her right. She doesn't like to go that way. Birchfield gets it over on that left wing. Dodson pushes her down. Washington drives the lane. Reverse layup up in the end. She's got 4 in the game, and it's a 14-11 lead for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, those strong hand drives, you just can't let those happen.
Dodson on the wing. Perry sends across the top of the key. Bearden gives it over in the right corner to Russell. Back to the right elbow. Perry out to Dodson. Out to Bearden over in the right corner. Russell, she'll fire the three. Bounce off, no good. McGowan with the offensive board. Triple team, they're going to say she traveled with it. That's 6 turnovers on the Leopardettes. And subs in for Lindsay is Stone returns. Valenciano returns. Also in number 23, Chloe Ince, the 5'8 junior. Vanderburg will bring it up. Again, starts right, goes back left. Russell gives chase. She'll stop, back up, try it again. Now give it to Whitmore at the high post. She'll back out between the circles. Ince on her. Drives right, takes it all the way down, and the help defense, and they're going to call the foul.
It's either Chloe or Cannon.
I'm going to get Cannon would be my guess. And they do. Russell picks up her second. 4th team foul. That's going to put Shasta Whitmore at the free throw line. The sophomore gets 2, and she'll drain the first one. 4-point Atoka lead. That one will climb in for her as well. 2 for 2 at the line for Whitmore. 16-11. Atoka on top by 5. Perry. Russell quickly to Valenciano in the corner. Valenciano tried to force it inside, turned it over. And then jump ball. And possession arrow is with Atoka.
Yeah, even though Atoka's undersized, they're doing a good job of doubling that post everywhere they go inside there from block to block, even manning up when they go to the high post. So tough for those posts to operate right now against the undersized Wampus Cats.
And the fact that we aren't hitting any threes is what's really hurting us.
Right, exactly.
Vanderburg out to Washington between the circles. Right side goes to Birchfield. She'll dribble to the top of the key. Sends it left side to Ladd. Ladd back up to Vanderburg between the rings. And that's well within her range, but back iron this time. Rebound tip. Ladd comes up with it. Ince blocks that try. And then comes up with a loose ball as Birchfield lost it. Perry on the wing. This time get it into Stone. And Valenciano right side. Perry tries the three top of the key, and again, but to finish. Rebound still loose. Ince can't get that one to drop. Vanderburg will come up with that one. Whitmore on the handle right side, back to Washington. Penetrates and lays it up and in. The drives are really hurting the Leopardettes. They're getting to the rack, and those layups are hurting.
Yeah, strong hand drives are just one of your defensive basics that we've got a breakdown right now in.
Well, 6-0 run to start this quarter for Atoka. They had the 12-11 lead at the end of the first quarter, and they've gone on a 6-0 run here to start. Washington's had those 2 layups in there and the 2 free throws from Whitmore. And again, the Leopardettes cannot seem to get anything to go. Even though we're coming up with offensive board after offensive board, nothing's falling in.
Yeah, tough to go right now. I hesitate to give the 3-point shooting stats.
1 for
13. 13.
Oh, okay.
13.
Man.
Not as bad as you had, but 1 for 13 is still pretty bad, especially when they're all wide open looks against this zone that Atoka's throwing out there.
Yeah, if those shots fall, we're up by 15.
Yeah.
So Perry tries the three. Got one to go. That ought to get the lid off. 18-14. Leopardettes back within 4. 4:15 left here in the first half. Washington lobs to Birchfield on the wing. And the Leopardettes look like they've gone zone now.
Yep.
Ladd back up to Whitmore between the circles. The zone works fine as long as you know where 0 is.
Yeah.
Make sure you know where Vanderburg is.
Yeah.
Washington gets it on the left corner. Looks to penetrate, and then pass is tipped. Leopardettes with it. Perry fakes the pass, gets her shot blocked. It's tipped around. Ince will come up with it. The scoop shot for her inside will not go. Comes down to Washington. Kaylee pushes it ahead. Birchfield gets whistled for the travel before she can get that shot off.
Good call. Good call. Yeah, that 3, hopefully that sparks us a little bit here, and we get a steal and then a turnover. So hopefully we're going to help us out a little bit there.
Russell will bring it up. Leopardettes still down by 4. 3.5 left here in the first half. Perry to Stone out in the corner left side. Valenciano underneath. Hands to McGowan. McGowan with the left hand. That one's usually money for Maddie, and it won't drop. Washington pushes it ahead. Valenciano picks her up top of the key. Goes right, takes it all the way down, gets cut off. Vanderberg sends it back to Whitmore. She'll fire the 3 from the right wing. That's no good. Stone with her 4th rebound. Russell over to Perry. Inside to the high post. McGowan turns around and just throws one with the right hand. It won't drop, but got it back as Birchfield couldn't hang on to it. Russell in the lane can't get one to go, and then they're going to get Russell coming up over the back of Hannah Vandenberg. And the sad part is that's the 3rd on Cannon.
Yeah.
2:48 left here in the first half. So Vandenberg will bring it up for the Lady Cats. They lead by 4. Works around the screen from Birchfield, comes back to Washington. Free throw line jumper way off the mark. Valenciano with the 4th rebound for her. Russell back to Perry. Lob to the high post. McGowan. Pass was tipped by Vandenberg as it was headed out to Valenciano. Perry gets it back. That 3 won't drop either, and Washington with her 6th rebound gives the outlet to Vandenberg. She'll push up that left side. Stops and fires the NBA range 3, and beyond NBA really. And that one drops in, gives the Lady Cats a 7-point lead. Perry over to Russell. She'll try the 3. Can she answer? No, it will not go. Washington with another rebound. And in transition, Cannon Russell bats the pass away intended for Birchfield, so it stays with Atoka as Braylon Malacote checks back in for the Leopardettes. Russell will come out with those 3 fouls. 1:45 left here in the first half. It's 21-14 Atoka. They've got a 7-point lead, and we're going to have a timeout called by Atoka. We'll take it with them and come back to Kingston right after this. This is Leopardette basketball here on your sports leader, KBLP Live. It is 21-14 Atoka as we come back out of the timeout. We have 1:45 left before halftime. And this was not the start I don't think anybody that's a Leopardette fan expected to see here. But Atoka, take your hat off to them. They've done everything they needed to do. They've been very efficient. They haven't shot near as many shots. They haven't got near as many offensive rebounds, but they've been very efficient, and they've got a 7-point lead right now.
Yeah, they're shooting well over 50% here in this game. So, you shoot that high percentage, and Lindsay just can't find the basket on a consistent basis, then, it's going to be tough.
Bearden steals the inbounds pass, so the Leopardettes pick off the 10th turnover on the Lady Cats. Malacote to Stone out in the right corner. Skip it back up to Perry. She'll go down the left side, put it up with the right hand, missed it strong. There's Vandenberg with the miss, racing the other end of the floor, and missed the shot. Great defense from Malacote. And everybody left Whitmore alone. She misses that one, and Stone will claim it for the Leopardettes.
We gotta score though. We're getting stops, but we got to score.
We approach a minute left. Leopardettes still down. McGowan for 3, left corner, and it's good for Maddie. 21-17. Leopardettes back within 4. Vandenberg over to Washington, top of the key. Bearden right there with her, and then Bearden backed up perfectly. They say she kicked the ball. She was trying to say, look, they threw it and hit my knee with it. But they'll call it a kicked ball, and Ladd will bring it in on the baseline for Atoka.
Yeah, anytime you throw your leg out there and it hits any part of your leg, they're going to call a kick ball.
And Birchfield loses it out of bounds. The Leopardettes now have forced 11 turnovers on Atoka. Now you've got 45 seconds, a chance to cut into that 4-point lead. And we know we can't hold the ball for 45 seconds.
No.
Malico wide open, sends it over to the right corner instead. Skip pass back up to Perry. She'll fire the three. That doesn't drop. Stone, though, wide open to grab the layup and put it back in. 21-19, Leopardettes are now on a 5-0 run. Out into the corner for Whitmore. McGowan right there with her. She'll work up, sends it over to Ladd. Ladd picked up Bob Bearden, gives it to Vanderberg out on that left wing. 10 seconds left to Whitmore. Now you need to find Vanderberg.
Yeah, stay out there.
Yep, long three off the mark. Yeah. Perry comes up with it. And the Leopardettes, with a flurry at the end of the quarter, come back and make it a 2-point game at the end of the first half. 21-19, Atoka on top. But the Leopardettes looking a little better there toward the end of that quarter. We'll send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout. Glenn and I will figure up our officially unofficial stats from the first half. We'll be back with more from Kingston. Right after this, Leopardette basketball brought to you here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
We're back here in Kingston as the Leopardettes are down by 2 at halftime to the Atoka Lady Wampus Cats. 21-19, our halftime score. And looking at some of the numbers from that first half, Hannah Vanderberg leads all scorers with 11 points in the first half. Double figures already for her. Kaylee Washington has 6. And then 2 apiece for Shasta Whitmore and Shea Birchfield. And the Lady Cats go 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. For the Leopardettes, 8 from Emily Stone leads the way for her, 5 from Cameron Perry, and then a 3-point basket from Maddie McGowan and a 3-point basket from Cannon Russell. That rounds out all the scoring for the Leopardettes, who did not go to the free throw line in the first half at all. The Leopardettes plus 7 on the glass, 18-11. They've out-rebounded Kingston here in this first half, and a big chunk of those offensive boards, but we'll find out that didn't really seem to matter the way the things went from the shooting percentage. 11 turnovers in the first half on Atoka, the Leopardettes, with 7, and then we'll go talk to Glenn about some shooting numbers.
Yeah, let me point out, too, Atoka did not sub that first half. They've got one girl on the bench. They only suited out 6 players, and Allison Williams did not get in the game there, one of their post players. So they feel comfortable with the 5 that are out there, and they're doing well. So Coach electing to stick with those 5. Shooting percentage, we were talking off the air. The Lindsay Leopardettes are 5 for 20 from 2-point range, 3 for 18 from 3-point range, although they were 2 for 7 that second quarter. Kind of got a couple more to fall. It was looking really desperate and bleak there. But that makes them 8 for 38, or 21% in the first half. And 38 shots is an unbelievable amount of shots for a half. I mean, usually in a girls' game, you're going to get 40, maybe get up in the upper 40s in shots per game. And the Leopardettes have already taken 38 shots, but 21% is not a good shooting percentage, but the volume is what has kept them in the game with the offensive rebounds. Atoka, on the other hand, very efficient, 8 for 18 from the floor. They are 7 for 10 from 2-point range, 1 for 8 from 3-point range, and for 44%. So good shooting percentage there from Atoka, but unbelievable that we both made 8 shots. They made 4 free throws. That kind of goes into that, but we both made 8 shots. They have made their 8 shots on 18 shots from the field. We made our 8 shots from 38 shots from the field. So crazy numbers there, but only a 2-point lead for Atoka. Close ball game. Anything can happen here in this second half. So I like the move that Coach Cater went to the 3-2 zone. Really stops those strong hand penetrations. That 3-2 zone's got help designed in everywhere. Just know where number 0 is, and don't let 13 shot some threes out there. Whitmore shot 3 threes. Don't let her get off out there. She's 0 for 3. But the major threat is Hannah Vanderberg, number 0. Know where she is all the time. Talk if you're playing a zone, and don't sink too far off her where you can't get back out there.
Well, if you can cut off the drives from Vanderberg, which pushing her right seemed to really cut that down. But Washington took over. You pushed her to the right, and then they get it to Washington, and she'd drive. So you cut off those 2 on the drive and make sure that Vanderberg doesn't get a look at 3, and I think you like your chances. But, again, you got to give Coach Childry prompts here, because she's got 6 girls suited out. Her starting center is not in the game. And her backup is the one that's sitting on the bench that hasn't been in yet. 44, Allison Williams, is the backup for Kylie Ritchie, who's their 5'10 junior who's out. So, the Leopardettes have not been able to take advantage of that inside game yet. But I think, again, you'll see Coach Cater make some adjustments that will allow them to finally start getting that ball into them. And, again, you saw in there in that second quarter, they start working the ball into the high post. Now the double team on the low post has got to split and come cover that high post girl. And that maybe gives you the chance to work a high-low game from the high post down to low.
And Coach Cater, one time, I know there was a player flash into the high post, and he was yelling, look low, because I can't remember. I think it was Emily Stone had the girl pinned on her back on the outside of the lane. All you had to do is dump it down there to her. And that is how, if they're going to cover that high post with one of those back girls on their zone, then that is exactly how you beat that zone, is get at the high post and high-low them all night or all day.
All day. We're still in the afternoon, aren't we?
Yeah.
Haven't made it tonight yet. But, well, this has been the halftime statistics, unofficial stats. We're about ready to get back to third quarter action here, and it'll be Leopardette basketball when we do. Perry, Malacote, Bearden, Stone, and McGowan on the floor for the Leopardettes. Vanderburg, Ladd, Washington, Whitmore, and Birchfield will return for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, that's a 3-2 zone, not a 2-3 now. They've kind of switched it up.
But McGowan being able to hit that three from outside really stretches that zone.
Yeah, and they're not covering the corners hardly at all. They're expecting their wing, so if there's a pass from the wing to the corner, just like right there, you've got an opportunity, particularly if you get a little deeper in that corner.
McGowan back to Perry, left side, catch fire three on the way, strong, but offside rebound, pulled down by Malacote. Leopardettes keep it. Perry back over to McGowan. She'll try the three again. And again, Braylon. Maddie McGowan with her second three gives the Leopardettes the lead. Whitmore, double team, turns the ball over if Malacote can catch it, and she does, and then takes a bump from Kaylee Washington, and Washington will pick up the first foul of the second half. So Leopardettes force the turnover and then get off foul as well on Washington, even though it's just her first. The Leopardettes had the ball in the lead at 22-21 here in the third now. Malacote, right corner, Bearden. Back to Malacote, over the left side from McGowan. Back to Malacote. Back to McGowan, quickly left corner, Perry. Inside, Stone. Got around Washington, can't get to go. Got her own miss. That one's partially blocked. Got that one as well. McGowan back out to Perry, left side. That three is way off the mark, and Bearden the last to touch it. It'll go out of bounds off of Lindsay.
Yeah, again, a good volley of offensive rebounds there, but no points to show for it.
Now the Leopardettes will come out in a little three-quarter trap here, and there's Bearden tipping the pass away from Whitmore, and Whitmore picks up the foul, trying to go back and get it. That'll be Shasta Whitmore's second team foul. So Malacote gets the inbounds from Perry. Drives in, leaves it for Perry. Wide open three on the way, and it rattles in for Cameron Perry for three. And the Leopardettes seem to have found the basket. Again, the double team on Washington in the backcourt. And Vanderburg comes away with it. All the way over to Whitmore, who lets it go right through her hands and out of bounds. And that's now 2 turnovers. And timeout called by Coach Shelley Childry. As she can see, she's going to have to do something with this press now. 30-second timeout. Let's take it with them. We'll come back right after this. Leopardette basketball right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
Well, on a three from Cameron Perry, a three from Maddie McGowan, the Leopardettes have started the third quarter on a 6-0 run to take a 4-point lead at 25-21, but still 6:15 left to go, 6:17 left to go here in the third quarter.
Press has been very effective, and the offensive rebounds. Lindsay's taken 6 shots this quarter, and Atoka, that was their first shot that they have taken.
Malacote's shot either tipped or was an air ball.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And then McGowan knocks it loose out of bounds, so she can't come up with it.
Yeah, Atoka hadn't taken a shot this half. Again, I was looking down.
Vanderburg gets it across the timeline. Perry trying to strip it from behind. Vanderburg, the scoop shot in the lane, will not drop. McGowan comes away with the rebound, and Malacote will bring it up for the Leopardettes. Russell still on the bench with those 3 fouls. Lob to the high post, Stone down to the baseline, Bearden. 10-footer on the way, up and good for Cameron Bearden. 27-21, Leopardettes by 6. Whitmore trapped in the backcourt. Got it away to Vanderburg. Vanderburg gets across the half line, takes it down into the corner to Ladd. Ladd will bring it back up to Whitmore, top of the key. Run off the line by Malacote, and then Bearden strips it away from her.
Yeah.
Perry will bring it up.
Great hands by Cameron.
Bearden right corner. And the skip pass nearly stolen by Birchfield. Now McGowan comes up with it. Back to Bearden, and she'll try it again, and Whitmore nearly had it this time. Malacote underneath. Stone got away from Washington, led it up with the left hand. Stone in double figures with 10. And the Leopardettes on a 10-0 run. Washington trapped, gets it away to Vanderburg. And we're going to reach in there on Emily Stone as she tried to knock it away. That's Emily's second, the first team foul on the Leopardettes here in the second half. Ladd will bring it in right in front of her own bench. Hits it to Vanderburg on that left wing. Perry stays with her. She'll work to the top. Bearden forces a pass over to Washington. And Washington will be fouled by Braley Malacote, trying to stay with her. Braley picks up her first. That'll be the second team foul on the Leopardettes. We've played almost 3.5 here in the third quarter. It's 29-21, Leopardettes by 8. Vanderburg gets the inbound. Bearden stays on her way out near the logo, and then she'll throw it all the way to Ladd on the baseline right side. Takes it down, throws it back up top. Pass was tipped. Bearden comes up with the miss. That's 4 turnovers here already, and then in transition, Emily Stone takes it down and it puts up a bad shot. Whitmore comes away with the miss. Bearden on her in the backcourt. Malacote brings the trap. Could not come up with the ball, though. Vanderburg all the way down to Ladd, baseline left side. She'll pull it back out. And maybe Vanderburg wide open for 3, and they don't get the dagger there as Vanderburg misses the shot. Perry pushes up. McGowan wide open left wing, 3 on the way. It's short. Malacote all alone for the rebound, though. Bearden from 10, no. And there is McGowan flying in for a board. Free throw line jumper from Perry, up and good. She's in double figures with 10. Washington trapped and got it to Vanderburg. Vanderburg gets away in the lane. Stone just lets her kind of have that one. Stops the long run, makes it a 31-23 ball game. Leopardettes had gone on a 12-0 run prior to that. Bearden, right corner. Back to Malacote. Inside, Stone, back out to McGowan. 3 from the left corner from Maddie, too strong. Rebound is tipped around, and Malacote will come away with it. Perry has it right wing into the corner for Bearden. Lob inside, Stone can't come up with it. Ball's loose, still loose, and finally Ladd will get it. Bearden's going to pick her up in the backcourt. She gets around Bearden, leaves it for Vanderburg. And again, Bearden's going to force the issue. And Vanderburg ran into her own girl, and then there is a foul on Vanderburg, who was just trying to say, I don't want to have to get up and run to the other end of the floor. Again, Whitmore running by her to get to the high post, knocked that ball loose. That was friendly fire right there, but it's now 16 turnovers. In the game, Coliance, Valenciano, Cannon Russell. Stone, Malacote, and Bearden will all sit.
Yeah, and the Leopardettes have done a great job on defense. They only allowing 2 points so far this quarter.
Russell drives down, gives it to Valenciano, back to Russell. And Maddie going to have to watch the lane there. Now she gets out, comes over left side, Perry. Back over to Russell. Now Valenciano will switch to the right side. Works around, gives it right back to Russell on the wing. Ince right corner, 3 on the way. It's an air ball. Whitmore has the backside rebound. She will race the other way. Gets to the top of the key, cut off by Valenciano. Washington has it right wing. Hands back behind her to Vanderburg. She'll back up, wait for her teammates to get set. Washington wants to set the screen. Vanderburg goes right, then left, then back right. Can't get around the screen from Birchfield. Whitmore gets it back off the dribble drive.
Know where Vanderburg is.
Loose ball on the floor. Russell comes up with it, gets tied up by Washington, but the possession arrow stays with the Lady Cats. Kagan Ladd will bring it in on the baseline for Atoka. They trail by 8 with 1:17 left here in the third. They work it out, get it to Birchfield, back inside to Washington, double teamed and reach in. I think on McGowan, Ince was there as well, and they do get Maddie with the foul. That's the first on McGowan.
Yeah.
13 foul.
Washington wasn't going to be denied right there. She was going in no matter what.
They will remain perfect at the line. Washington drains that one. Makes it 31-24. Leopardettes by 7. Second free throw from Washington. That one too strong, and Valenciano with a good block out gets the rebound. Russell pushes up. She'll work toward the right, in back left, waits for Perry to go over on the right wing. Now they'll go McGowan inside. Ince goes out to the corner. Back to Perry. Up top, Valenciano. Back over to Perry. Probably should have pulled the trigger on that one. I think she will this time, and it doesn't drop. Whitmore another rebound and then a foul as Valenciano picks up her first and the team's fourth. .41 seconds left here in the third. Leopardettes with a 7-point lead, but Atoka with the basketball as Washington will bring it up. Birchfield waits to set the screen. Whitmore gets it on the wing. Back up top to Washington. Runs into a double team. Gives it off Whitmore. Back up top, Vanderberg. Free ball on the way. It's an air ball. You probably won't see that very often out of Hannah Vanderberg. So 22 seconds left. The Leopardettes with the basketball in the 7-point lead.
Now they got the arrow too, so they can really do some damage here if they get a last-second shot and score on their first possession next. They can get it to double digits.
Perry top of the key. Back over Valenciano right wing. Back to Russell top of the key. Catch fire three from Cannon. It's up and good. Cannon's second three of the game. It's 34-24 Leopardettes by 10. And Washington at the buzzer doesn't go. And the Leopardettes finish strong in that quarter as they outscore Atoka 15-3 in that quarter. And they've got a 10-point lead at the end of three. We're back with the fourth quarter after this. Leopardette basketball right here on KBLP Live.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Greg Perry, Glenn Shoemake, J.D. Scruggs, Kevin Scruggs, all here in Kingston. Jason Wallenberg back at our studios in Lindsay. Paige Sutherland celebrating her birthday today. Doing something. Don't know what she's doing. Who knows? But Leopardettes with the basketball and a 10-point lead, and it looks like they're going to force Atoka to come out and cover them. Now they go into action here. Russell with it right wing. Like I said, they backed up into that 3-2 zone. The Leopardettes are really just spreading the floor here. They're going to make them come out wide. Probably force them to go to man here. Russell works to the top of the key. Vanderberg will come out on her. Gives it back over to Perry. She'll work to the top of the key. Vanderberg will get Vandenberg get wore out real quick if she has to back off and switch every single time. And then she'll pick up the foul, trying to knock it away from Valenciano. That's just the second on Hannah Vandenberg.
Third.
It is her third. I missed one.
Yep.
4th team foul, so Leopardettes aren't on any free throws yet. Russell will pick it up in the backcourt. And again, force Vandenberg to come pick her up. Maddie marks to the high post. Russell working on Vandenberg. Now she'll give it up to Valenciano. Vandenberg will come out to pick her up. Back to Russell. This time she'll work to the left side. Come back right.
That was a nice job. They've run 1 minute and 15 seconds off. Kudos to them.
Exactly.
This is definitely
this is new territory for the Leopardettes.
Yeah, this is definitely against their modus operandi. They go, 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 go.
And this time Russell gets past Vandenberg. Perry for 3. No, but Russell with the offensive rebound. We'll do it all over again. We've run almost 2 minutes off the clock here. Vandenberg, you can tell she's getting tired. She has not. They have not got to set this whole game. Perry gets it away from Vandenberg again. Gives it up for Valenciano. She says, all right, Whitmore, you go do it now. I'm tired. Russell works on Whitmore. Gives it up. Valenciano. Whitmore doing a good job of staying with her. Gives it back to Russell. 5.5. Yeah. We've run 2.5 minutes off. Russell down, then back. Ladd tried to go for the steal, missed it there. She'll give it back to Valenciano. This is not real exciting basketball, but when you got a 10-point lead.
In a do or die.
Right. They can't score if they don't have the ball. That's that kind of that mentality.
Yeah. I mean, this is a win or go home. Your season's over if you don't win this game.
That's right.
So anything.
And Vandenberg knocks the ball into the backcourt, but Valenciano will track it down. Break there for the Leopardettes. Now Russell just stands with it under her arm, and finally Vandenberg says, okay, let's go. Perry right wing, into the right corner for Ince. Back to Perry, back up top. And Russell says, okay, I'm not going to shoot. Again, we've run
3.5
3.5,
minutes.
yeah. Russell working with Vandenberg. Vandenberg, great defender. Russell finally gets past her, Ince in the corner. Has Washington on her. She'll give it right back to Russell, and she got lazy. Washington steals it away and gets the layup at the other end. That's the downside to that, is if you don't take care of the basketball, they get easy ones out of it.
Yeah, but you ran 4 minutes, half that quarter off, and only gave up 2 points. I mean, it's a time thing. You're playing against the clock right now.
8-point Leopardette lead is 3:45 left. Perry picks her dribble up. Ince. Valenciano wide open underneath, but blew the shot. But nearly came up with the rebound, but now they'll turn it back over. Off the miss. Malakote's going to come in for Valenciano. Stone comes in for Ince. So Leopardettes now have 12 turnovers in the game, and here comes Atoka down by 8, 3:35 left in the ball game, and we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Childry. Give her girls a breather. We will take one with them. You are watching Leopardette basketball right here on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, KBLP Live.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Kingston. The Leopardettes have an 8-point lead, 34-26 over the Atoka Lady Wampus Cats. 3:34 left in the ball game. But Atoka has the basketball. And this game's not over with by any stretch. Leopardettes pretty much in control, but you're going to have to make sure you get a stop right here, or you may have to go back through putting some baskets in.
Yeah, especially if they hit a three, it could cut that lead in half from the end of the quarter and really tighten things up.
Vandenberg goes to Washington out on that right wing.
They're screened in the zone for her.
Yeah, Vandenberg could not get there on the drive, though. Stone was there to cut her off. Go back to Washington on the right wing.
Oh, get over here. Get over here.
Vandenberg back at the top, penetrates to the elbow, flips it out to Whitmore. Sheer drive down, goes back to Vandenberg. The three away, no. And then Perry comes away with a rebound. That's a huge defensive board right there for Cameron Perry.
Yeah, and that's what I was afraid of. They were going to try and get Vandenberg a three-point look, and they got a couple of looks there, but fortunate they didn't fall.
Malakote double team, gets it over to Perry. Perry works around the screen from Braley, gives it back to Malakote. Vandenberg on her. And double team her, go to Russell. Russell to Stone in the right corner. And then Stone left wide open, drives the baseline, has it blocked from behind, but McGowan comes up with the loose ball.
Yeah, that was a good block from Washington. Clean, too.
Was. So Russell with the ball with 2:20 left in the ball game. Perry gets it away from Whitmore and then lost it. Whitmore with the run out at the other end, lays it up. 34-28. It's a 6-point game. 2:05 left. Russell splits the defenders, takes it all the way down. McGowan, right side three from Maddie, skips across, no good. Malakote, the rebound. They go under 2 minutes left. Stone now takes Ladd, puts it up in the lane, left it short, but McGowan's right there. Got the rebound, the putback, and she'll go to the free throw line. Is the foul called on Kagan Ladd is her first.
And we're going to get to shoot a free throw.
First one of the game, and we've got 1:47 left in the ball game. And McGowan drops it in for the three-point play. (37-28). Leopardettes back up by 9. 1:35 left as Vandenberg works left. Comes back right over to Washington on the wing. Again, they're going to screen for Vandenberg. She gets away from Perry to the high post Ladd, and Ladd traveled with it. That's now 18 turnovers in the game for the Lady Cats, and the Leopardettes with 1:26 left to punch their ticket to the consolation semifinals. Russell on the run out to the other end, lobs in the lane to McGowan, stops, had it stripped though. Great play from Birchfield to get that one back.
Yeah, Maddie kind of too strong on the power dribble there.
So Vandenberg gives it up to Birchfield. Back over to Vandenberg. She'll drive into the lane, and we'll have a foul called on the Leopardettes. And that goes on Russell. That'll be her fourth. 15 fouls, so no bonus shots here yet as Ladd will bring it in on the baseline. And Russell just fouled out.
Yep.
She ran over Birchfield. And that'll 5 on Cannon. So she'll foul out with those 2 3-point baskets in the game for her 6 points. And that'll get Cameron Bearden back in the ball game for the Leopardettes. And you know they're going to try to do the same thing again. And this time Bearden's going to stay back behind everybody. They'll give it to Birchfield in the corner or right side. Back to Whitmore. She'll work to the top of the key. Vandenberg on this left wing gets away from Perry.
Under a minute now.
Vandenberg, spin move. Almost got that one. I thought was going to float up there in the end, but she'll go to the free throw line. Leopardette foul on number 10, Cameron Bearden, her second. That is the 7th team foul, but this will be 2 free throws for Hannah Vandenberg. And Vandenberg cannot get the front one to drop. (37-28) Leopardettes. We've got 51 seconds left in the ball game, and Vandenberg misses both free throws. McGowan tracks down the rebound. Malakote in the backcourt, picked up by Vandenberg. Over to Maddie. McGowan will push it up across the timeline. Tried to get it to Perry, and Whitmore caused the disruption there, and the Leopardettes now with 15 turnovers in the game. Washington on the handle. Looks to penetrate, runs over Malakote, but missed the shot, and McGowan comes away with the rebound. Down to 25 seconds, and the Leopardettes look like they're going to hang on to this one with a 37-28 win over a very depleted Atoka Lady Cat team who, again, suited up only 6 girls for this game. And the Leopardettes will just hold the ball and run out the final 5 seconds to improve to 10-15 on the season. And move on to the regional consolation semifinals. And for Hannah Vandenberg and Shea Birchfield, one other senior, Avon Hill, who was not suited up tonight. But that's that last basketball game that you always hate to see for those girls. But, hey, Leopardettes are moving on, and they'll play again at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and they'll play the loser of that Marlowe-Dixon girls game that'll be over at Marlowe at 6 o'clock tonight. We're going to send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll finalize the numbers from this one and talk a little bit about our broadcast schedule for tonight, so don't go away. We're back with more from Kingston right after this timeout on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
PASS is a nonprofit organization who is devoted to making a difference in the substance use and abuse in Garvin County. The vision of PASS is to reduce the prevalence of drugs in our community through collaborative planning, community action, and policy engagement. We are a local coalition of individuals and organizations working together in our community to prevent substance abuse and provide support to families struggling with drug addiction. PASS is primarily run by volunteers, and we need your help so that PASS can continue to grow and serve our community. There are many opportunities to serve, so if you are not already a member of PASS and would like to join, then let us know you wish to be a volunteer. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful cause.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
So back to rack up this girls matchup, 37-28. The Leopardettes pick up their 10th win of the season and end the season for the Atoka Lady Wampus Cats. But the Leopardettes move on to play in the consolation semifinals tomorrow night. We'll talk about that here in a moment. Finalizing this one, Hannah Vandenberg in her final game as a Wampus Cat gets 13 in the ball game. 9 from Kaylee Washington, 4 from Shasta Whitmore, and 2 from Shay Birchfield. Rounds out the scoring for Atoka, who went 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. For the Leopardettes, they had 2 players in double figures, Cameron Perry and Emily Stone, both finished with 10 in the ball game. 9 from Maddie McGowan. She had a couple of threes in the game. And then 6 on 2 3-point baskets from Cannon Russell before she fouled out with 1:07 left to go. And then 2 points from Cameron Bearden rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes, who were perfect from the free throw line, 1 for 1.
That's right.
I mean, it's really hard to shoot 100%, but we did it tonight. Leopardettes on the glass, they were up 4 at halftime, or up 7 at the end of the first half, 18-11. They out-rebound Atoka 35-14. Out-rebounded by 21 rebounds in this ball game. And then 15 turnovers in the game for the Leopardettes, 18 in the game for Atoka. And again, the Leopardettes with a 9-point win. We'll go over and talk about some of the final shooting numbers from Glenn.
Yeah, and the Wampus Cats only took 9 shots from the floor the second half. They were 3 for 9, 33%. Made them 10 for 15 from 2-point range. Very, very good 2-point range percentage, but only 1 for 12 from 3-point range on the night, with Vanderburg hitting the lone 3-point shot. So for the night, they were 11 for 27, or 41%. 11 for 20. Are 9 for 32 in the second half from 2-point range, 6 for 30 from 9 for 32 for the game in the from 2-point range, 6 for 30 from 3-point range, so 15 for 62 or 24%. So Lady Wampus Cats did a good job shooting percentage-wise, but just the volume, the sheer volume, 62 shots is got to be, if we went back and looked, for example, their last game they took 32 shots from the field. The game before that they took 34 shots from the field. The game before that, 38 shots, 37, 34 going back. I mean, there's one with...
We had that many in the first half tonight.
Yeah, there's one with 27 shots from the floor for the game, and we had 62, by far the most shots from the floor. So great job on the boards, great job taking care of the ball, and it doesn't matter if you win by 1 or 101 right now. It's just win and move on, just like Laney Allison said.
Survive and move on.
That's right.
That's the quote of the day, survive and move on.
Yep.
So the Leopardettes, again, and we talk about rebounding numbers, Stone ends up just a rebound shy of a double-double with 10 points, 9 rebounds. Malakote had 6 boards. McGowan had 7 boards. Valenciano had 5 boards, even though she didn't score in the game. Leopardettes did. They got to rebounding from just about everywhere on the floor. But, again, it was a big win for Lindsay, who was a little shaky in that first half. But
yeah, had me worried.
But, again, the Leopardettes move on to play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and they'll play the loser of that Dixon-Marlowe game. And that game will be in Marlowe at 6 o'clock tonight. And then Marlowe and Dixon will move down here to Kingston to finish out the regionals down here. So that'll be the girls' next game. Of course, we'll be right back here in Kingston. I guess we're just going to camp out and watch some basketball and find some food to eat somewhere.
Maybe BG's Catfish.
There's catfish. Hey, we're up
it's
at
a
Texoma,
buffet. It's a buffet too.
Oh, don't tell that to JD.
Yeah. We might have to wait for Andrew. Andrew, if you're listening,
I'm not waiting for Andrew.
Get down here early.
If he's not here, he's missing out.
Get down here early.
But the Lindsay Leopards will play at 7:30 tonight, and they'll be taking on Valiant, and the Bulldogs, a very formidable foe. I tell you what, the Leopards are going to have the work cut out for them tonight. We'll talk more about it tonight, but they've got a 6'6" point guard. His name is Rustin Coffey. If you want to give yourself a little scare what the Leopards are going to do, just go look up Rustin Coffey from Valiant. Look at some of his highlights. The kid's for real. He's a 6'6" point guard. They start 6'6", 6'5", and 6'1", and the 6'1" guy is the one they post up inside. Yeah. So it'll be the Leopards are going to have their work cut out for them tonight, but it'll be a fun game to watch. So make sure you tune in right here on KBLP Live. We'll be pregame approximately 7:15, and then the tip-off at 7:30 scheduled for Lindsay and Valiant boys in the winners bracket finals, or semifinals here at Kingston. I'm lost where we were at. I've been through too many towns down here. For Glenn, for JD, for Jason back at our studios, and for Kevin, we appreciate everybody hanging out and watching today. We'll be back here tonight for pregame just before 7:30. My name's Greg Peary, and we'll see you here about 7:15. But until we see you then, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, LINDSAY community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the LINDSAY Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The LINDSAY Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the LINDSAY Church of Christ.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!